Hey guys, it's Kylie Hatmaker, and tonight's Kylie Cooks the World. We're going to make an East African red stew. It's most commonly associated with Nigeria. So to start with, we're going to take a couple of pieces of chicken breast and cut those up into bite-sized pieces. Put that in a pot, like a medium pot, with 1 tablespoon of dried thyme, 1 chicken bouillon cube, salt and pepper to taste, and then a teaspoon of garlic powder, and then about halfway fill that pot with water, bring it to a boil, let that chicken boil in those seasonings and that flavored water, and then keep it, but boil it for 10 to 15 maybe 20 minutes. It depends on the size of your pieces. You just want to make sure your chicken's cooked through. Set that to the side, and really this other step can be done as you're doing that, but you are going to keep that chicken broth because you're going to use a cup of it in your stew. So don't just go, oh, my chicken's done, and pour it out, because then you're just going to have to get more chicken broth. But this actually has really good flavor with the thyme and the garlic in it. In a larger pot, go ahead and put some oil, like vegetable oil, in there, about half a cup of oil. You're going to dice up 1 onion and saute that until it starts turning translucent, so that they're cooked through. Over on the side, while that's cooking, you can use a blender or emulsion blender and take 4 Roma tomatoes, puree them, and then you're going to take a 128-ounce can of Roma tomatoes and puree those. Drain the juice first, but then go ahead and puree it. 1 to 2 habaneros. If you don't do spicy food, you probably want to leave this out, because I'm just using 1 and I already know it's going to be really hot. And 1 large red bell pepper. So all that goes into your puree. Make sure you get that pureed. As soon as the onions get cooked through and translucent, you'll pour that into the pot. Go ahead and let that cook. You really want to bring it to a boil so that it starts cooking and they'll start separating. So go ahead and mix your ingredients together, but you'll see that oil starts to separate out as it cooks a little longer. Your tomato paste is your tomato sauce is going to darken just a little bit, so that it starts to get a thicker consistency to it. After that happens, then we are going to take our chicken. So drain your chicken out of there, put it into your mix. You're also going to take 1 cup of that chicken broth and go ahead and put it into your sauce mix. And then we're going to do some seasonings along with it. So we are going to take 1.5 teaspoons of dried thyme, 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper. Again, if you're not ready for spicy stuff, don't go add a tablespoon of cayenne pepper to your pot. Maybe a little dash. If you're not going to use any habaneros at all, if you're not a spicy person, maybe just like a 1/4 to a 1/2 teaspoon of it. If you love spicy, have at it. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be so hot. And then we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning salt of some sort. I use that Body is Complete seasoning because I use it for everything. And then another chicken bouillon cube goes into that mix, as well as 1 bay leaf. Let that simmer. So all together, forgot to mention, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Mix it up really good in that pot. Let that simmer for a good 25-35 minutes. You can even do it longer if you just got extra time. If you're looking to get that out on the plate, then make sure you're doing at least 25-35 minutes. But if you have more time to let it just stew, those flavors just meld together, some of that liquid cooks out, it makes a little bit thicker consistency. Serve it over rice. You could use any other side dish of your choice, or beans as well. I am going to use some of the rice that we made from a previous recipe. I made so much of it that I have some left over, so I'm going to be using that as well. It's an East African rice dish. So looking forward to trying that. Let you know what we think. We're going to taste our East African stew. It's a red stew. East African is normally from Nigeria, and I have it on that rice that we made from East Africa. Are you going to taste test with me?
That is trying to be becoming presence. Okay, the stew is on the rice.
It's good. It's
but you
pretty
can't
spicy.
See right out of frame. Dog right here, ready to taste it too.
Right there. Look. Put your nose up.
Oh, that's good.
It is good. It's good mixed with that East African rice too.
What's the?
It's spicy though.
I wouldn't. Oh, it is. It's got a little kick on it.
It's only got 1 habanero in it too. It called for 2, and it called for way more cayenne that I put in it.
Show your nose, dog.
She's happy.
Yeah, I guess.
Nope, she don't want it.
We don't really have a dog. We're lying.
Imaginary. Thanks so much for sticking with me. I am available on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, so be sure to follow me.